2, 1. Oh, still connecting. Come on. There we go.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Menagerie, wannabe D&D podcast / Twitch stream of 4 adventurers who like to accomplish tasks by turning into parades of animals, usually resulting in some sad and disturbing animal cruelty. I'm your zookeeper, Dan. Grab your kibbles and bits, and let's play some D&D. Session summary for December 2nd. You guys killed 2 guards and brought Sigurd to his knees before he surrendered, begging for his life. And you guys told Sigurd that you really didn't like him, and if he wanted to live, to drop all of his loot and to get out of here. Which he tried to persuade you guys to not take all their stuff, to just take the gear of the guards that you killed. But you guys being you decided, no, we want all of your stuff because we're greedy and you guys are jerks. Totally understandable.
Yep.
After you guys won the battle, Doug came back with a couple pieces of gear on, and like, oh, did we win the fight? And you guys like, yeah, with no help from you. I guess that this summary is much longer than it normally is. It was his fault for encouraging the group to fight, and then he took off. Anguston came to the group and confessed that Silva really did smell extremely bad and offered some lightning in a bottle shampoo to get rid of the smell and grime off of Silva. Silva was very shiny and smelled good after the bath, and then Silva offered some to Zilner in his wolf form. Thurok was more than happy to give Zilner a bath in wolf form, waterboarding him a little bit by accident. Made it to the next outpost a week later, where there were 4 men boasting of how courageous they are and all the monsters that they've slain. And they were called the 4 Rapier Tears, or because they don't have musketeers in these times. Zarmir figured out that they were actually just actors pretending to be monster slayers, and they had actual no fighting capabilities whatsoever. So the group decided to show them what real heroes looked like, with some arm wrestling and lightning displays, while Thurok played Thunderstruck on his lute. After going to their rooms, Zarmir received a message from a carrier bird from the Xantarum requesting him to participate in something when he gets to Daggerford in a few weeks. The letter was signed with a pair of red ram horns and the Triforce Triangle. That is your summary. We will go on to fun facts. Who would like to start?
I'll go first. Forgot, so I made this up about 30 seconds ago. But as Dan said, Thurok has a loot, and I've said before he's terrible with it, and he has a terrible performance check. And that was because he's never actually tuned it in his life. It was taking off him and hid all the time because he'd find it, he'd play it for about 10 minutes, and then his dad would consider hitting him over the head with it. And all this he's technically played for years, but that just makes him more confident and becoming the most confident, terrible loot player of all time.
Like kids playing the recorder?
Pretty much, yeah.
When he was playing Thunderstruck, was he really just playing that whatever cross buttons? Cross buttons?
It was just
really
one
fast.
chord.
Try to do it fast.
Well, you got like a 14 on your performance check.
I know. I feel like it should be like a triple disadvantage or something.
All right. I guess
All right.
I'll go next. My original fact didn't work quite out as well as I wanted since it doesn't match up with Zarmir, but I mean Zilnir. But since we're doing raccoons later, I came up with the fact that one time out in the wilderness alone, Silva once spent time sleeping in a tree with a family of raccoons, and I thought it'd be funny that if the timeline matched, that one of the raccoons just happened to be Zilnir, but he would be in the bag at that point.
Yeah, Zilner is only freshly free again from the bag.
Speaking of, I guess I'll go next if Kenny's done. So, I play Zilner, a moon druid forest gnome. It would have worked really well because I'm doing the deadly sin of sloth this week. So that would have worked really well, but instead, I'm going to say that when Zilner was just a wee little gnome with his family, there's a period of time where he would not do a single chore. Instead, he would pretend to sleep, and he would go to the point of hiding under trees, under bushes, or whatever, just so that he could not do chores. He was just completely lazy as a little gnome.
Oh, now I gotta bring Zilner's family into the campaign. All right.
All right, I'll go. So mentioned before, Zarmir likes to make lists. And he has lists for lots of different stuff. So some other stuff that's on his list of things that he wants to steal. So he wants to steal a sword out of someone's scabbard while they're wearing it. He wants to steal a whole dragon horde. An apple. Just an apple. Hasn't stolen one, wants to steal an apple. And he wants to steal one of those smoke incense things that the clerics carry around.
Yes.
A sensor.
It's like a bucket list or something.
Very nice.
Zarm's klepto bucket list.
The list
Yeah,
just
it's
keeps
like,
getting
oh,
longer.
that looks cool. I want to steal that. Write it down.
All right, everybody. Tonight we have a special guest present with us. We have Will.
I will.
And I will. I asked Paul to bring Will on because I would formally like to invite Will to join us for a Legends of Zelda one-shot that I have planned in the new year. We'll be I don't want to give too much away so far, but hopefully we'll see some iconic characters from the Legends of Zelda and either help or not help them. See what this roguish group what kind of trouble they'll get into. And yeah, you said you're still thinking about what kind of character you want to play, right? All right. Well, we got a few weeks to figure it out. Sorry, what was that, Kyle?
I was a man of many words.
Hopefully he'll warm up to us.
Yeah, you guys are new. This whole thing is new.
Yeah, we're just a bunch of
and
heads on a screen.
a bunch of heads on the screen with guys he doesn't. You
We're not even cartoons.
Talking to him, expecting him to say stuff.
Just think of us as Silva, Thurok, Zarmi, and Zilner.
That's right.
And the guy who makes all the decisions.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that guy.
Anything can change with the roll of a dice.
That's right.
All right, Will. Well, thank you for joining us, and hopefully we will see you after the new year. and we'll play some D&D. It's going to be your first time, right?
Yes.
Nice. You pretty excited? We'll have to change that. We'll have to get you really excited.
That'll be fun.
And not quite on the spot like you are right now.
All right.
Hey, Paul.
Well, you have a good night, Will, and hopefully your dad will have some fun stories for you in the morning.
That's right. Everybody.
Night.
Good night.
Good night.
All right, thanks guys for allowing me to do that on the live stream.
Yeah, well, now
Thanks, guys.
let's get to business.
Biznatch.
What am I
Now
rolling?
Now we don't have to censor our words anymore. So off screen,
Yeah, language is free game now.
Zilner, so with your twinned bag of holding, everything you sell through that to Elmo is sold at half price. And Zilner decided that, hey, this stuff is only barely destroyed. We should get 60% instead of 50. So now he gets to roll with disadvantage for his telegram note to see if they can get 60% instead of 50.
Yay.
Persuasion.
Persuasion. I'd like to burn my inspiration to roll again.
Okay.
That bad.
3 is pretty bad. Still pretty bad.
I say 8 isn't much better.
So you don't stack your inspirations, right? Like you only
No.
get one.
One at a time, yeah.
Dang.
So I
Alright,
got
so you send the note to
Sorry, guys.
him, and everybody sold their stuff as well for the dwarf plate mail and all that sort of stuff. You get a note back from Elmo saying, "You're lucky I even gave you this bag. I didn't have to, but I do appreciate the steady stream of goods you send me. Your bag is almost paid off. It's only another 1,000 gold to go, and then we can talk about renegotiating prices. Thank you, and have a good night." And then
Rejected.
Worth a try. Worth a try.
it was worth a try.
So
And
go ahead.
and now I need a nature check from you if you have not listened to last week's session. That one of
Because it didn't save. I think Kenny had 2 other videos upload and it didn't save the last session video when I went
Did it
when I went
not?
to listen.
Oh,
really, because I listened to it the other day.
hopefully.
I went through all of his videos.
I say I can go recheck
so-
it, but
Zaramir managed to pickpocket off of somebody. I don't remember who it was, but I have this treasure pickpocket loot generator, and he got a bag of berries, dried berries. So I need a nature or a survival check to see if they're your fancy berries.
Well, they're both the same for me, so
Oh, not quite. They are just regular blackberries. Still very delicious, though.
so good. So this is a question to the group that would give us 1,500 gold pieces. Well, 15 and whatever half of 90 is.
1545.
Yeah. So do we want to just pay off the rest of the bag? And then we have 545 gold pieces left over collectively for the group.
Should pay him off immediately and then send him another note straight again saying let's renegotiate.
So he's still not going to give you 100% unless you like. He'd probably up it to like 75 or 80%. Let's say 80% because that's a nice round number. Because gear is used. And it kind of seems to me that Paul has been like the group note taker for all the loot and stuff.
Well, I would hope so. He's the rogue. He's the one that wants to steal all this
He's
shit.
stealing everything.
That's my wheelhouse, baby.
Stole
Just
from an
it's just a
innocent
thought
lady.
because if we decided to do that, then anything we get going forward is going to get us more money.
Yeah, I'm
But-
happy paying it off, but
But
I don't know,
that's just that's a decision a question I'm posing. Because like let's say we find a group of gems that are let's say worth 500 gold pieces. That's like 400 or whatever that math is versus 250. I can't do that math.
yeah.
Math is hard.
It is. It's I was terrible at math. I was the -2 stream.
Don't feel bad. I can't. I actually took good math and I can't do it right now. I'm pretty sure it's 460 though.
Anyway, that's just a question I'm posing to everybody else. I don't care either way, mostly because the owner doesn't really care about money. He just cares about certain things.
Neither does Silva. He doesn't care about money either. And Thurrock grew up in the woods. He probably doesn't care
Yeah.
about money either.
Not a lot.
Oh.
What's your thoughts then, Paul?
I'm fine with that. Yeah, if we want to just pay it off and then going forward, renegotiate them.
By the way,
Or-
Kyle, one reason why you probably didn't see last week's video is I forgot to change the title, so
So it was one of those two, or
yeah,
whatever.
apparently it was still labeled Walking Dead gameplay from when I streamed Walking Dead.
So, well, either way.
All right. Let's get down to business. So you guys had just
There we go.
you had just weeded out the imposters who were actually going to take Zarmir's job if you guys hadn't. English is hard. English is hard. You showed that they were imposters and they were going to take Zarmir's job, but you guys figured out that they were losers, so that did not happen.
I used to be a dick.
Suck it, losers.
All right, so it's evening time. You guys were up there. There was food being served by Mario. What were you guys doing next?
I want to ask a question. So Zilner is in or out of Wolf?
I think that is entirely up to you. No, that was last week. So you guys had done your thing. Nothing happened during the week. So
So
you've been pulling the
he would have
cart.
come in, yeah, so he would have been in here probably in like regular gnome form.
Regular gnome form.
Regular no. Regular.
Regular gnome. I can't.
Yeah, I just
Why is
being.
there
I
two
can't
of
really.
me?
You're secretly an Echo Knight too.
Don't worry, I can delete you super quick. Actually, I can't. There we go. Deleted.
Thanks.
Silva? No, there's Silva.
Hold transfer to the group right now, just because I'll just try and get my bearings back with what everybody's doing.
Yeah, I mean, so we had the fight that we had the previous session. Then we had another week of travel. We're back at so we're at another inn, doing what we
Yeah,
want.
did you get your lightning back, Silver?
Yeah,
Or did you just like yeet that into the mountain or something?
I threw it straight up. It came back down.
Oh, okay. It's like I have to go find that through the bushes or something stupid.
The Rock might have done that. Check this out. Look how far I can
Probably.
throw. Oh, now I
More
gotta go
than
get us.
likely.
Could you imagine
Okay, so
if the javelin went its maximum distance, ignoring all objects? So it just went through a mountain.
Laser beam.
That would be pretty cool.
Tell you have to go get it.
Yeah, yeah.
it's like throwing a lightsaber.
Yeah.
One episode in Dungeons and Daddies where his whatever gets like thrown or whatever, and it just like keeps going and going and going and going and going.
Probably
I
an
think it was
episode
just
I haven't heard yet.
yeah. It was what's his name's character's soul or something like that.
It reminds me of
Yeah,
a
remember.
when you guys were talking about lightsabers. It reminds me of a
Remember that one.
clip I saw where it says, "Don't drop a active lightsaber," and it shows the lightsaber being dropped on the ground, burning through the ground, and then just keeps falling and falling and falling and falling.
Yeah.
Yep, take out a Death Star by just dropping it.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know. Every Star Wars video I watch where they throw the lightsaber, it stays out. Every time they drop it, it sucks back in. I don't know. Seems a little strange to me. It's like a failsafe. But
Convenient.
we're getting off topic.
Yeah.
Legit.
Okay, so are we just like hanging out by ourselves? Are we in a group of people? Where
Oh, if you guys were still up in the cafeteria, which is up here to the right, there is still quite a few people up. Like, it's not that late. It's probably like 7 o'clock. People are having food. Somebody's playing better music than Thurrock.
He's been asked to shut up already.
What's his face is up there trying to sell booze to people and trying to sell booze to the keep or whatever this place is. The inn. Can never remember that guy's name because it's strange.
some tree name?
Oh no, I'm not talking about Ash. I'm talking about the guy who's traveling with you, who is selling the
Angus
rum.
then?
No.
Is it
Oh,
Angus?
yeah.
No, it's
No.
not Angus.
No, no.
It's
Oh, selling the rum.
Such was it
alcohol?
was it Setchapole? No, that's someone else.
yeah,
Secapole.
Secapole.
Baird Secapole.
Bade.
Nice.
So he's up there. He's trying to sell some stuff. Booze is flowing freely. Is there anybody you're trying to look for?
You know what we should do? We should set up a fighting ring where two people put their hands in the bag and you place bets on them beforehand. And then whatever animal they get, they have to fight each other to the death. And then whoever wins.
Oh, I love it.
Bets,
I
bets
love it.
before you put your hands in the bag and bets after. That's how we
Alright.
can make our money.
Yes.
All
All
right.
right. Doug walks up to you, overhearing you say that to your party members. What did I hear about a fighting ring?
So
Easy
we
money?
have a new betting game with this Were Critter bag. Two people, two fighters are going to be chosen or volunteer. They bets on beforehand, and then they place their hand in the bag, get a random animal, and then they have to fight to the death, see which wins. So you can place bets after they turn into the animals. So there's a big chance of getting something crap or good.
So what if you place bets after they turn into animals or before?
Well, you place
Because
bets before, so like we're like guaranteed to get money.
all right, since I already know all the animals,
Mm.
what kind of animals you got in that bag there?
So, my notes again. We got a cat, a badger, a mule, a giant weasel, a giant wolf spider. Is that all that we know?
Direwolf.
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 We're missing 2 of them.
Direwolf.
I'm feeling pretty
And
lucky. I
surprise.
totally feel like I could be a dire wolf. Yeah, I like the sound of that.
All right. Do you want to verse me then?
Hell yeah, I do.
All right. How much are you wagering? I'll match it.
I got 5 gold pieces.
All right. 5 gold. Let's do it.
Jesus Christ.
It's like a D8 or something, isn't it?
D8.
While they're
All
doing
right, what'd you get?
that, Silva's gonna go up to Setchapal and see if he can secure himself just 2 bottles of alcohol.
Second poll's like, what kind of liquor you wanting? You got whiskey. I got wine.
Let's go with some whiskey.
All right, couple tankards of whiskey coming up. And here are the 2 numbers that you guys have actually not seen yet.
Yes.
Nice.
So, this is Thurrock, Flying Squirrel,
Gonna rip your eyes out.
can be
Okay.
controlled by all players. And then he got a 6, which is the other one you don't have. He turned into a black bear.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. All right.
So, I think it's pretty safe to say that you aren't going to win.
No, let's do it. Let's roll through it.
Ah,
I
Jesus.
have a totally high AC.
Oh, all right, everybody to your corners.
He's going to be like doing some boxing warm-ups, but he's like this big.
Oh, excuse me. So, Doug puts his hand in the bag. He feels a little sharp. You see his face go like, ugh. He got bit. And then he starts growing much larger, and his hair turns black and sprouts all over his body. And he has the little tiny bear ears. And he's still standing, and he looks down at himself, and he's just like, yeah. And then he sees you as a squirrel, and he's like, I'm gonna eat you. But obviously in bear speech.
Yeah, can animals talk to each other, or is it
They
how
cannot.
do you work in that? Okay.
We actually
So, yeah.
discussed that like one of our first sessions where when you guys infiltrated the bandit camp and you all turned into different animals and nobody
Right.
could talk to each other.
Yeah, actually, I do remember that now. Yeah.
All right.
So Thor's a bit nervous,
Roll initiative.
but
Is
We got
Zilner
it.
like translating? Can he understand?
Oh, yeah, I believe he can.
Zelna's gonna step in as the referee for this.
Yes.
how do I roll
You just-
initiative? I've never done an NPC.
You click on the squirrel, and then
I see it now.
yeah, there you
Yeah.
go.
Oh, flying squirrel is supposed to have 4 health. And has
I got room. Okay, I got some hit points.
an AC of 12.
But while these guys are doing this, Zilner's setting up a little ring around them, and he's found some like red red paint or whatever, and he's like splashed it on one post, and he runs across, and he finds his blue paint, splashes it on the red post, and he goes into the middle, and he goes, yes, ready in the red, and he looks at the flying squirrel,
Jesus Christ.
and he goes, yes, I'm ready in the blue corner. Okay, I want a fair fight, and go.
So first off,
Okay.
these are all pillars right here, and a crowd has started to gather, and they're watching the fight pit, and you see people are just laughing and drinking and having a good time. What do you do, flying squirrel?
Okay, so how big is the ring? How much can I run away from this
I'm gonna say
gigantic
we're
pit?
just using the whole bloody map,
Oh, whole bloody map. Okay, okay.
unless Zilner wants to.
How
Say-
heavy is this flying squirrel?
I'd say, I should be able to draw this, so should be able to go like.
Yep.
Okay, that's not what I want to do, but like this, that, yeah, there we go. Thank you. That's the ring.
Okay.
All right, let's get
That
Ash
is-
out of there.
And sorry, Dan, did I see you were using the bat stats as a flying squirrel stats?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. Well, good luck. Good luck, Kane. Your bite does 1 damage per bite.
No,
Yeah.
bite is 1d4 plus 2.
Alright, so
It did
the
4.
squirrel, completely not fussed by this ridiculous situation, is going to sprint up to him because he's got spider climb. Going to climb up its face and try to bite it in the eyeball.
God.
For 13.
So a 13 does hit. He only has 11. You actually have more
Ooh.
AC than he does.
Any max damaged?
So I moved, what was it? It was like 5, 10, 15. How tall is the bear?
I'm gonna the black bear. I'm gonna say he's 6 feet tall, 5.5 feet tall,
6 feet tall, okay.
standing.
Could I, as a bonus action, launch and glide away?
I'll
Which is-
allow it.
So you said he's 6 feet tall, three
So
times the distance. I can get like that far away. And then he's going to jump off his face and glide away over here. And then do a little
Can,
Bruce
Can
Lee
I-
come at me.
can I
You're a-
catch? Can I catch him with my mage hand and actually have him fly? He's a flying squirrel.
Ah, hell yeah.
I don't know.
I'm gonna be a referee here and disallow that as this is a fight between the two creatures.
Yes, somebody else is putting in their 2 cents other than me. Yes.
I'm also gonna say that the bear can't has minimal sight out of that eye though, because that's max damage that he did.
No, it's not. Max damage would be 6.
He rolled a 4, did he not?
No, it's
1d4 plus 2.
So he rolled a 2 plus 2.
yes.
Okay.
So not quite. But since you did say that you were going for the eye and we're going to play it like that, I'm going to give him disadvantage on his next attack. You scurry up Doug. You bite him in the eye. He starts freaking out. He's swinging. He's going to chase after you. And so he has multi-attack as a black bear.
God.
Bear makes 2 attacks, one with his bite, one with his claws. He gets an 8.
Yeah.
Oh, 2 nat 20.
Dead. Super
So-
dead.
So
Dude, that's buddies.
he goes to bite at you, totally misses, and he falls over and just 2 hands just splat you on the ground. Total by accident. How often do you get 2 nat 20s on disadvantage roll?
Jesus.
Doug now has the luck feat.
Yep. Then Thorax had to come out really annoyed. It was like, I felt like that was so cool. Just get squished.
Oh, Zilner wants to challenge this black bear.
So
I'm gonna put up his hand like the champion
King-
and like walk
the
him
king-
around.
A king. I want to do this as like a King of the Ring type of situation.
but Doug just had his eye bitten out by his crazy squirrel, so Doug is kind of like paw on his face. He's kind of going around, but he's doing the whole like trying to lift his one hand up in the air, being like victorious, but he's all, all mutilated. And he goes back
That's
to his
how it
corner.
works. So Zilner's he's gonna. Oh, I'm not doing the thing. I want to do that.
He goes
He's
to
gonna-
Ziln. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say I'm going over to this side, and I want to reach. I want to challenge him. I want to reach into the bag.
All right, reach into the bag.
I will also. I'll just hold up 5 coin and I'll put it on the thing.
Yeah, I
Okay.
lost 5 coins. I gotta take that out before I forget.
I was so worried I was not going to be prepared enough for tonight's adventures.
That's okay. That's okay, Dan.
And-
Rematch.
I could do my drinking plan too.
Undisputed.
This is ridiculous.
All right, Zilner turns into a squirrel, and Kurt is on Zaramir's shoulder, and he's like, "What is this? This is not fight. This is sad. Like I'm not even really enjoying my alcohol this time, and he's still just chugging away."
Where's this? Where's this flying squirrel?
In the were critters bag.
Yeah, it's not as exciting when it's kind of a foregone conclusion, isn't it?
I got some tricks up my sleeve. Don't worry. Don't you worry about that.
I half expected you to reach your hand in the bag, but not far enough to get bitten and then wild
Hang
shoot.
on.
That would inspire.
And Kurt also turns to Zilner. He's like, so who's the referee now? Like, who says go?"
Kurt, that's a good point.
Hey, where's this character sheet?
Fly out there and he'll point with one wing, point to another wing.
Yeah, Kurt's referee. I love it.
Kurt's referee now.
All right,
You
I'm
got
just
the
gonna.
exact same initiative.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, Flying Squirrel goes first again.
We saw this show already.
Dang.
Chase the
And
channel.
so Kurt also goes to Zilner. Is like, "Hey, so no more referee. You can use help now."
Oh man, I don't even have.
Just hold Alt and double click on the squirrel to bring up the sheet.
I'm just.
Strategizing.
Don't worry about measuring the field. Just role play. Play the role.
Okay, so Kurt, or not Kurt, Zilner in squirrel form is gonna do the same action as the other squirrel did, but go for the other eye.
Yeah.
Eventually, he will lose.
Where's the bite? There we go.
All right.
19.
And then
6 damage.
Kurt is gonna, or not Kurt, this is Dilner is gonna basically shimmy down to the spot just between the bear's shoulder blades.
So you're okay.
And he's just gonna sit there.
Are you sure?
Well, yeah. I mean, do you think a bear could reach between his shoulder blades?
Okay. That's your turn?
Hang on. I'm just trying to think. Oh, you know what? No, he is going to. I shouldn't have said anything, Dan.
I mean, I shouldn't have said anything.
Zilner is going to sit on top of his head,
All right.
right between the ears.
Uh, and that's your turn?
Yes, that's my turn.
All right. So, all right, Doug, blinded in both eyes, freaking out, can still feel this squirrel on his head, and he is going to charge in a random direction and hope to smash his head into something. So he gets a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he starts charging this way, and he's going to... What's his movement anyway?
Does he slam into that door?
He's got 40 feet. So he's blinded. He has no idea where he's going. I'm going to give a random roll. Give me a reflex save, I guess. Zilner.
You like a dex?
Yeah, there's
Sure.
yeah, there is no reflex in 5e.
Okay. So you notice that he is heading towards a wall. Head down. You manage to jump off. He smashes into the wall. He takes 3 damage.
How ac-
And
how
he...
how accurate to the map are we doing this, or just roleplay? Because there's a door there. Did he break the door?
Are you asking if he broke the door? We can check. Do a strength. He got an 18. He fucking plows through that door. And he is out of the ring. That's disqualified!
Gotta rush in and like crack him on my shoulders, like the new undisputed champion.
Raising up his tiny arm in celebration.
Yeah, we need to like give him a mini belt. Give him a belt.
You guys make up a normal size belt, and you just see me go over there and just kind of like prop it up.
Well, Doug doesn't know what's happening. He has keen smell, I believe. Keen smell.
Yep. He's gonna try to perceive you.
Yes, he is. He doesn't know what's going on. He's blind. He's ears are ringing a little bit from. He's probably freaking out a lot right now, being blinded. He can smell the squirrel. He comes charging back at you, and, and he swipes. He's gonna swipe at Thura.
Yeah, no,
Sorry.
I was holding him on my shoulder, so.
He's going to bite at Thurok. 18 claws.
That hits. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. 6
So
damage.
he goes for the squirrel in your hand, and he bites your arm.
Can I enter into initiative then?
Well, are you gonna try and kill him?
Yeah. I'll put the end to the fight.
All right, we'll just say you do that. He bites your arm, unless you really want to role play it all out.
No, I'll put him out of his misery. Well
All right,
fought, and then stab him.
All right, so pull out your executioner's blade and just lop off the bear's head, and then everything starts like devolving, dissolving, and then there's Kurt. Sorry, then there's Doug, laying on the ground, and he's freaking out a little bit. He's like, "Oh my god, I couldn't see anything. Damn squirrels bit my eyes out. How am I back in one piece?"
Well fought. Here's the 5 gold you won. That's how it goes in the animal fighting. I think you're paying for it. Animal Fighting League? Animal.
Animal
Still workshopping.
cruelty pit.
Yeah.
The
That's
act.
pretty good. That's it.
Or,
Yeah.
Somebody kill Zomer so that he can get out a scroll for him.
I don't know. Are you miming it? Are you miming it on my shoulder?
Yeah, I tug you. I like when I see you go give him his 5 gold. I like tug on you, and I do like a this action.
I'll like place my sword on the ground and just like jump onto it.
I do that. So now I'm in regular form. I'll go up to Doug.
Get impaled.
I'll say, "I'll take the winnings, please."
oh, what the hell just happened? I'm pretty sure I won the first fight, but I don't know.
Yeah. So I could just give Zilnir the 5 gold because you won my 5 gold.
Pretty
And now
sure
you
I'm
lost.
gonna pay everybody net because I was just gonna give you your 5 gold back.
So I
Pass
just
around
rolled.
once.
So I just rolled a d20 to see how like the crowd is reacting, and there's a bunch of cheering and laughing at Doug for putting his head through the door. Everybody's kind of pointing and laughing and cheering. I won the so we're calling it even, right? I won 5, you won 5.
Yep.
Yep.
I'll like put both of their hands up and then show them to the crowd to get a last cheer before we stop.
Yay!
The most unexpected D&D thing I've ever.
That's a great idea.
Brilliant.
I was totally voting for the squirrel, I swears.
Mhm.
Kurt wanted to like eat the squirrel, if anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Are we going another round or what's happening? I think I'm done, but I'd like to watch a fight.
Yeah, I got murdered.
Zellner would say that he'd go another round.
As a
If
squirrel?
anybody. No, like as a new creature. If somebody wanted to challenge.
I'll give it
I
a
know the
go.
bag only has 3 charges, but I will totally allow it.
All right.
Silva will walk up.
Contestant,
Is
shake
that-
hands.
Is that Silva challenging me?
Yeah, Silva walks up already down a couple cups of alcohol.
So
this
Turns into a
time-
regular cat.
Zellner is gonna go to Zarmir and he's gonna tug on me. He's gonna whisper and say, "You should take bets from the crowd."
Oh, that's a great idea.
This is Doug.
So
Yeah,
Zellner
Zona's going to start collecting bets.
and Silva should be in opposite corners, and bets should be taken like before we shapeshift.
All right.
One
I'm the
corner,
I'm the smaller
we have a tabaxi fighter. In the other, a gnome druid. Who will win? The better fighter or the one that is used to changing into animals? Place your bets. In the
Alright.
animal cruelty pit.
Somebody give me either persuasion or just straight charisma with advantage.
Oh, that should not be me.
I have a
And-
+3.
Either
Better
Zarmir,
I have a +1.
either Zarmir or Thurok for the great speech. And you are getting advantage, so.
All right, I'll do it.
All right.
Oh,
Hey.
damn. There's a luck for you. All right.
Step right up, folks. See the show. Taking bets. Who
right.
wants in?
So 21 people all raise their hands I got 5 gold. I got 5 gold. Good old calculator.
All right. I will
Who's-
walk up to
who's-
Skildir. Put your hand in the bag.
Okay.
So 5 gold for 21
7.
people. It's
Just
105.
7 again.
105.
Nice.
Ooh, giant wolf spider, isn't it?
Yes, sounds right.
All right, and then go over to Silver. Place your hand in the bag.
Which I'm gonna get the regular cat.
Squirrel. Ooh, this
Ooh,
should be a
nice
good fight.
matchup. All right.
Man,
Giant wolf?
Now we have
I don't even have to
a
DM
giant
anymore.
wolf versus a giant wolf spider. Who will win? It just gets better. Unlike those other matches where Squirrel won somehow.
Squirrel did not win. Just blinded your enemy.
Technicality.
Okay. So,
Oh man, Will is gonna love the story tomorrow.
All right.
All right, so
Where are
for
we
roleplay
located here?
purposes
Uh,
and the heal square. So for roleplay purposes, what is everybody else doing while the fight is going on?
I was playing referee, so.
Okay, you can do referee.
Come on.
I was collecting bets.
Oh, there it goes.
Okay.
I'm lagging behind.
You've made your choices, so nobody is going to try to infiltrate or watch the cultist as you are all screwing around having fights. And roll initiative and go.
All right. Hang on. I don't have my sheet up
Oh.
yet.
Direwolf, ready. Wolf spider, ready.
No, gosh dang
Fight.
it.
And then he's just gonna like sprint over here. Get away from these actually scary animals.
All right. I apparently accidentally double clicked the chat, so. Let me put this
You
back
got a
over.
nat 1 for your dire wolf initiative.
It is what it is.
okay.
Oops.
So, these are pillars, right? These things?
Yes.
Yeah.
There is a balcony above here. We'll say 10 feet up.
One
So
moment.
I'm
I'm gonna
going to-
reset real quick. Sorry. I'm just fixing my
Do I
chat.
even need to be here? Because I could totally go for my smoke and we could just keep going when I get back.
But you
Kyle is
complain
DM.
sometimes that you talk too much.
That is very true. So
You
Kyle,
could.
you're DM. I'm gonna go for smoke.
There we go. We'll just keep fighting.
I love this so much. Just let me know when you're back.
It's finishing up now. I just gotta
Oh,
bring
yeah.
up the sheet.
I'm gonna do a quick bio.
All right, I'm good.
Okay, I am going to. What should I do? I'm going to scurry up to this wolf, and I'm going to take a bite. I'm assuming a 22 hits.
Ooh,
Yep.
damage.
So the wolf's going to have to make a DC 11 Constitution.
Oops, come on. Oh, whoops. Hang on. What's going on here? Oh. their stats are weird. Instead of having the health in the green, they had their armor class in the green. So I subtracted my health from my armor class for some reason.
Health is blue. Oh
Apparently,
yeah, health is blue.
yeah. I'm not used to that.
Screw adventuring.
Yeah.
This is just how we should make money.
All right, and then Constitution save.
Yeah, so you take. Yeah, so you saved. So you take
No, fine.
3 piercing and 4 poison. I think. Right? Is that how that works?
Yep.
Okay, so I
And
actually need to give
I'm
myself
going.
some of that back because I did the full amount when I subtracted it.
Yeah. And then if I were to climb up this pillar, would that consider a opportunity attack against
Technically,
Yeah.
me? Um, I'm just gonna risk it for the biscuit. I'm just gonna stand right in front of him.
all right.
Ooh. Stare him down. Wolf versus wolf spider.
Unfortunately, the direwolf version does not have multi-attack on this one. So I am gonna also go for a bite. 16 to hit for 12 damage. And
Yeah, that knocks me down to 1 health.
and strength saving throw to be knocked prone, even though you'll just get right back up.
I save.
Fail.
Oh no, it's a 13. Damn it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you get knocked prone, so some of your movement has to be used to get up, but you'll just get back up.
Yeah, so I'm gonna get back up, and I'm going to see. Do you know what the frustrating part about this is? It doesn't say that I can cast a web.
You don't have a web ability?
Oh, can't you?
I would assume you would. What's your character sheet have?
Web walker. It doesn't have web.
Yeah, web sense and
It's
web
weird.
web walker. That is weird. I would have thought you would, but maybe that's because it's a wolf spider. They don't.
Yeah, it's not a. It's not just a. Maybe they thought that would have been too aggressive.
'Cause I
No,
know
even in the
The
regular
fight
thing.
still rages on.
How do these spiders not be able to cast webs?
No, it's just the game statistic for giant wolf spider.
I know.
I should have role played my bite like ripping off your spider legs.
I don't
All
really
right.
know what to do here. I'm probably gonna die right away.
You're at 1 HP.
Yeah. I'll just not. I'll just go for a bite, because I can't do what I want to do, but probably
Miss.
not gonna hit. Okay, finish this.
All right, I'll go for a wolfish howl, and then just bring my teeth right over you and just go for a bite. Just finish it.
Miss.
I apparently also.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
I do it. I do it a little
Even
too.
get up.
I say I do it a little too slow. I put my mouth right over you, and then you just move out.
The crowd is booing you. Oh, damn.
As you miss, I reach up and bite the neck.
Ooh.
So 7.
Con save.
Yeah. So you need to do a con save.
Still does 12.
12. Damn it.
Do you want a crit deck?
Yeah, crit deck.
Let's do it.
Sweep the legs. Maximum damage. The target must make. No, you're doing.
Piercing.
All right, so I think it's still sweep the legs. Maximum damage. The target must make a DC 14 dex save. On a failed save, the target is knocked prone.
So really, he only does one more damage. Because that is max damage. A d6, he rolled a 6 plus
Yeah.
1. And another d6, he rolled a 5. So one more damage.
Yeah.
Still cool.
And then I guess roll your deck.
You said Dex.
Is it a deck 14? He's still okay. All right. About as cool as I can get.
I kind of shake it off a
Cheers.
little. I'll shake it off a little angry and go and just start growling and try to actually hit you this time.
Is Zarmir collecting more bets as the fight goes on?
Oh yeah, Zarmir's around just circling around the crowd, collecting beds.
Does a
Kurt's helping.
does a 14 hit?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I kind of
Down he
Bye-bye.
goes.
shake your bite off and then just kind of give a growl and be like shaking my head like oh.
Spider legs are back on the menu.
Now I have a weird question. If I by actual size, if I actually go to like eat the spider as a wolf and he changes back, what happens?
Mm.
But he's a giant spider. You're not going to fit him in your mouth.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm probably like almost the same size as you.
Alright.
So,
New champion.
all right. So,
We have Silva, and I'll hold up his doggy paw.
Silva manages to get all of the giant spider in his mouth, and then Zilner opens up and rips the mouth wide open. Ugh, words are hard. Rips the mouth wide open and kills the dire wolf. And Silva comes back.
Note to self: do not eat.
It's just a way to get you out of wolf form. So the cat turned into a dog.
That's funny.
Start scratching. I think the dog gave me fleas.
You probably already had those. Cats can get fleas.
Yes. He's using the dog as the
They
excuse.
they got electrocuted from the fancy shampoo.
How much of the betting did we win?
Who lost? Zilner, give me a straight D20 to see how many people bet on you. 3 people bet on you. So
It's not nothing.
I think you guys actually lose money then.
11 people, so that would mean that's 14. So 6 people won their money back, and we win. Well, we would win the rest technically.
So you lost money.
Oh, I mean, like a betting thing, the house always wins a little bit.
I mean, they're betting against Zilner on Silva, so Silva won then.
Yeah, but you're taking bets from other people, matching their money.
We should have discussed how this works.
Yeah, I mean, there would have been odds and stuff, and the bookie never loses money. Like the guy collecting bets doesn't lose money.
we win 68 gold.
I don't think that's how that works. No, you lose 65
Why would we lose 65?
because it was 110 that you collected, and if 14 people won their bets,
Did we put up 100? Well, I guess, yeah. I guess that would
That's
make
how-
sense.
does nobody
That's
gamble
true.
around here?
No.
Well,
I just came up with the league.
you usually the two fighters are not on the same team as the bookie though too.
Yeah, that's
We kind of rig it.
yeah. Unless you're gonna rig the fight.
Which, I mean, how do we lose this when our guy still won? Like Silva still won, our guy won.
Yeah, that's actually pretty true.
That's not how that works.
That is how it works.
And let's face it.
I
Let's
mean-
face it. Zarmir is when it comes to money, he is not on your side.
So what you're saying is we actually did win that, but Zarmir kept most of it and just pretended like we didn't get any money.
Yeah, he gave back copper coin. He kept paying people back with his coin of madness.
Yeah.
Fine. Let's just say you got 105 gold. End the story. And if you got
We've
no more
broken it.
betting. No more betting. You just got a free
We're gonna do
105
this
gold.
every time we stop at a tavern. This is a new thing.
Yeah, I want to go up to Ash and say, hey, we deserve a cut of all the drinks everybody was buying while entertained by our boys. This was our idea.
Well, I wasn't actually the one selling the drinks. It was that fancy looking man. He points at Sekapol, who's also up on the balcony, and he's got a mug in his hand, and he's kind of laughing and cheering and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And he's got a pig in a blanket in his hand, and he's eating.
He's eating a hot dog.
So if you guys thought that took time out of the game, I had an idea of doing a thing where a drinking game where you roll a d20, the highest roll asks a question, the lowest roll has to answer, and then after it's answered, we all take a drink.
That'll be something for another time when a session where we're drinking for some reason, which I'd totally be down for.
Okay, so I do want to know like where the dragon cultists are doing all this and what they're up to.
Oh no, you had your chance when I asked you what you guys were doing.
We can do stuff after this now, though.
You can still roll a perception.
Sure, give me a perception.
14.
You're good. So, when you're out taking bets, you can see that some of the cultists have gathered around Doug over here. And he's kind of sitting and he's sweating a little bit and he keeps rubbing his eyes. And somebody just puts a drink in his hand and he just drinks it down. But nothing really out of the ordinary considering he turned into a bear and had his eyes gouged out by squirrels.
And the room that this door got smashed into, what is this room?
That room, that's actually the room where all the goods are stored. So like that's the room. Like every time that you guys come in, that's where Angustin and Archie usually kind of like park their wagons, kind of deal. So it's not an uncommon room. Like you guys have seen it before.
Would the dragon cultist stuff be in there as well?
No, they actually put their stuff in this room, which is locked.
Okay. So at some point, I want to pull Zilner off to the side where no one else is going to hear. So
You want
Zilner,
to roll play? Yeah, thank you.
yeah.
I'll say,
Hey, can I talk to you for a sec? Just
do
come
do,
over here for a minute.
do I see those two kind of getting together? I'll kind of like as
You
they
can
go.
if you want.
Yeah,
I'm not hiding from you guys. I just don't want
yeah.
any of the other bar patrons listening in
I
on
I
it.
was as they kind of go around and I kind of hear that they're trying to be talk to each other quiet. It's like, would you like a distraction?
Love
I feel
one.
like everybody else, everybody's pretty happy and deep in their cups after watching that fight. So you guys can talk with impunity.
Okay.
I was gonna
So
say
I have an idea.
otherwise Silva grabs the bottle that he's got in his hands, puts the entire thing to his mouth, jumps up on a table, and just starts hooting and hollering like he's completely drunk.
Kane isn't here. He said he was trying to reconnect. And
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, there.
He's coming.
Kane, can you hear us now?
Hey, there we go. Fixed.
There you go. So they're the guys are having a little silent, a little powwow in the corner while Silva is drinking and standing on tables and looking foolish. And go.
Okay. So we're supposed to be collecting information about these dragon cultist guys, right? And trying to find out information. You can get like super small, right? Like
Yes,
a little,
I can get really small.
like a mouse or a chipmunk or something. So, idea that I had was you do that, you can go sneak in and listen in on all these guys. And I actually just figured out a new thing that may help with that. So after our fight with that big scary Cyanrath guy, kind of freaked me out and figured out some other kind of stuff. And I think I can make you like not be able to be seen. And you have that really sneaky spell, right? That like pass by Tracy or something spell.
Yeah, I have a spell that I can make myself pass without being noticed.
So you do that, turn little itty bitty, and I make you invisible. You can like hang out with them all night, or at least for an hour while you're invisible. For as long, I don't know how long you can stay tiny, and listen in on them. And you could probably even like, if we want, sneak into their little secret storage area, maybe unlock a door, see what kind of stuff they have, see if there's good stuff to take. I don't know, maybe, but at least listen in on what they're saying and try and get an idea of what these guys are planning and that kind of thing. What do you think?
I think that'd be a really great idea. I'm just trying to find. I can't see where there's like a mouse stat somewhere.
Or what? You probably just use the squirrel.
Yeah, that'd probably work.
I'll just use a rat. I'll just use a rat's
Yeah, close enough.
stats. I say so. I'll say yes. That is a really good idea, and so like this is the room that's locked, right?
This one right here. This is stables.
Stables? Okay. So is this downstairs or upstairs?
It's downstairs on the main floor.
Okay. So I'll just say I should change shape in a room so that no one sees me change shape into a mouse. So which ones are like which room is kind of our room?
We'll just
Like-
say that you go up to whatever room was rented for you. You turn into whatever you want. And does anybody come with you when you shapeshift?
I think Zarmir would be like outside the door or whatever. I'll shapeshift into so before I shapeshift into the rat, I will cast Pass Without Trace.
Nice.
That's your
And
level
on
5.
my
Are you able to cast in shape form now? Or that's only mending or whatever it's called?
I can't cast in animal form until like level 9 or something like that.
Okay.
So that's what I'm going to cast before I shapeshift. So I'll cast it on myself. Da, da, da.
Hey, what does your pass without trace look like? Because I know that Kyle loves his spell descriptions.
This one, I mean, you basically like if I were to have like any footsteps or anything like that, like it's not really something that you would see, but it would be like, if I had muddy boot prints, it would have like this aura about me where it wouldn't leave like footprints or anything like that. So,
Cool.
yeah, and then so I'm gonna shapeshift into a giant rat, or not a giant rat, sorry, just a regular rat, and I'll like the door would have been cracked open, so I'll come outside the door and I'll just kind of like tug on Zarmi,
Okay.
and
I'm
just kind of
gonna
like climb up you a little bit so that you can like maybe walk me over to like this area or something like that.
okay. Before we do that, I'm gonna step into the same room, and then you'll see the same kind of blue and purple fire that when Zarmi uses green flame blade just goes around his hand, and he touches Zilner, and looks like he catches fire and then just burns away, where it just like spreads over him, and then he's gone. I
Very
cast
cool.
invisibility on him.
Very cool. Yeah.
So now hop up on my shoulder and we can just stroll by the dragon cultists, and you can go down.
It's so
and go
funny that
where
you're
you
turning
wish.
a little mouse invisible.
We're in a tavern.
And
I don't
pass
want
without
somebody going,
trace.
"Ooh, mouse," and like stopping him, and then all of a sudden he gets stomped, and there's Zilner. So now he can sneak under anything invisibly and just hang out without going, "Ew, mouse," and someone trying to squish him.
Super stealth.
I was even gonna do. Kurt looks down and says, "Oh, it's a mouse. Me so hungry." All right, so you guys go into the room. You cast your spells. You come out.
Yeah, so then we go to, I'm guessing, wherever the room is, and I'm gonna want to go kind of down the stairs. And is there space under the doors for me to like shimmy through? Or
Yeah, mice can fit into like the smallest spaces. So we're gonna say there's like a half-inch gap at the bottom of the door. You can slip in no problem. I rolled to see if there's anybody checking on their inventory. I got a 3. The room is empty.
Okay, so then I'm just gonna roll a straight d20 plus 2. So the like a rat's wisdom is +0, but I still get my +2 from my stat block.
So you can just
So
roll a d20 and add 2.
yeah.
So, but what are you trying to do?
So I'm trying to look around the room and see if I can see what's in here.
Okay, so you're in this room now.
Yeah, I'm in this room right here. I just want to see if that's
In this one?
like is there any issues with this room, or is this just like an open space?
So the only thing that's really a mess is the door that got smashed in. Other than that, it's the usual crates of your
If
goods and
Zarmir's hanging out in here, is that going to be an issue?
I don't think so. I think it's pretty common for people to come and check on their stuff.
Okay, so then I'd be in this room then, like where their stuff is. This is the room that I want to find out what's in this room.
Okay. So you
Look
managed
at
to.
us actually doing campaign stuff.
All right. So, in the meantime, while I'm looking at pages, Silva, if you are back, do you want to give me a performance check for
Sure.
how ridiculous you are?
Sure. I have a feeling he's feeling a little better after all of his events, and he's kind of being jovial about it. Let's see, where is it? Yes, public role.
Oh, you are quite the fool. You have +3 to performance? Nice.
I have a decent charisma.
All right. So, what are you still just like dancing on tables and stuff?
Dancing on tables, getting everyone, getting the crowd to kind of join in with kind of raising their tankards and just kind of hooting and hollering.
All right, everybody is cheering. Everybody's still having a really good time from the fights. Zilner, as you're scurrying around, everything is in big crates, and all the crates are sealed. You can't really get into anything, unless you want to give me a perception check again.
This
Nope, sorry, there's no cracks in any of the boxes and stuff. But you definitely notice that which boxes are on from the cultist wagons that you recognized. There are several other crates in there as well that aren't what you notice regularly.
okay. What how many crates are there from the cultists?
Oh man. 11 apparently, according to this D20.
11 crates, eh? And are they locked with like a padlock, or is it?
They're nailed shut. Actually, I'm going to say yes, there's a padlock on them. Did we lose somebody?
Yeah.
I'm
I
gonna
think so.
roll a perception.
How about you tell me what you want to do first, and then I'll tell you whether or not you even have to roll.
I want to know if I go up to like each of these crates, if there's anything that I can determine by smell. Because I have, as a rat, I have keen smell, which should be advantage on perception checks that rely on smell. So I want to know if I can smell anything that might be like copper or armor or food or anything like that.
Armor have a smell?
Well, if it's been worn, it'll probably smell like body odor.
So I'm going to say, because things are obscured in crates, it's going to cancel out your advantage, so just give me a straight perception check. Or, investigation.
Investigation. Okay. I'm gonna roll it from. I'm gonna roll it right from mine.
Yep. Okay. So mostly all you can smell is like the smell of the different wood that the crates are made out of. But there's no other than that, and because no, I don't think we said it was raining this time. You don't detect any special smells.
Okay. Can I unlock the door? Is there a way that in my mouse form that I can unlock and open the door?
I'm gonna say no. I don't think you have like a climb or anything, correct? And I don't think as a small rat you'd be able to push any of the metal mechanisms in a keyhole.
Wondering if the door unlocked from the inside. So I'm gonna
Uh,
scurry. I'm gonna scurry back out of the. But he can't talk to me.
I can talk to you. You just can't talk to me. He can understand me, right?
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. So I'm gonna scurry back
Thanks,
under the
Raids.
door. And is there any crates in this room?
There's the usual stuff like from like even your wagon and um Anguston, he brings his bottles in there too. Actually, Anguston would probably put his stuff in the locked room because he's so protective of his perfumes and stuff.
So is there a crate in this room that has a lock on it? Specifically,
In this room,
yes.
I will say yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna scurry under the door. I'd like to scurry under the door, pull like kind of like look up at Zarmi, and then run over to the crate, and then I want to like tap it like 11 times. Do you want me to roll like a performance or something to see if he can like determine what I'm trying to say?
Uh, I think Zaramir should do an intelligence check.
13.
I'm gonna say no. I think that would be if you hadn't discussed it previously. I'm gonna say that's not high enough. But so I just
How
gave
do I
a
know
random.
that I'm specifically looking for cultist thing?
Okay, I'll give you that.
Like like the main goal is for that. So like I run up to of all the crates in the room, I run up to a locked one and I paw it 11 times.
Okay, I think if you explain it like that, I think Zarmir would get it.
Okay. I'll look down. So I can't even see him.
Oh, that's right. He's
Shit.
I can hear him tapping. Like, Zilder, is that you? I'm gonna reach down and just say, "Jump in my hand if you're here."
I would jump into his hand.
Okay.
So I have given you guys quite a bit of time, and I rolled to see if somebody would walk into the room. I got a 17, and I'm going to. Fuck, you got lucky. I rolled a nat 20 to see who would go into the room, and I'm going to say that it is Archie comes in here. Hey, what's going on here, guys? No more fancy shows going on. I guess he only sees Zaramir.
Yeah. Well, the freaking bear broke through this door. We were just making sure none of our stuff got smashed or anything like that. So there's still a show going on out there. Check out the drunk cat. I point
I
at
know.
Silver.
I haven't seen Silva this happy ever, and I don't know, maybe he's just trying to drink his worries away. The Battlestar's all, gone and stuff. But yeah, that's quite the show of watching that bear go through that door.
Pretty good,
I
right?
appreciate you coming and checking in on my stuff. A little hard to just destroy furs, but yeah, I appreciate it nonetheless.
Well, checking on everybody's stuff. It's the right thing to do.
Oh, you're checking everybody's stuff.
Well, our stuff. Your stuff, and I was gonna check on Angus's stuff too, but I forgot he keeps it locked up over in that other room. But
Oh, fair enough, fair enough. Well, anyway, don't spend too much time in here. I'm sure everybody's stuff is all good. You got to come watch this show. This is hilarious to watch a cat dance.
I've seen it. It's great. I'll be on in a little bit.
Especially
All right, Dan.
especially considering the unnatural feline flexibility and all that.
Hey, he learned some yoga moves from Balasar. Shout out to you, Oscar. All right, that encounter is done. Now what are you doing?
All right, so one for yes, two for no. Is there anybody in that room? And I'm just gonna just tap on my hand or tap on my shoulder. One for yes, two for no. Is anybody in that room?
You can just message. You can just use your
Oh,
cantrip
that's
to
right.
message
I can
him.
just use it, and then he can whisper back to me. Yep. So I'll do that.
So
Uh,
I'll say no.
Okay. So what?
You point your finger towards a creature within range. Oh, it doesn't even say that you have to see it. Perfect.
Nice.
I just gotta let it
Okay.
go anyway because it's hilarious.
I'm just pointing at my hand, and there's nothing there talking to my hand. Or
As your
whispering to
finger
my hand,
completely
I guess.
misses.
Yeah. Kurt's on your shoulder, and he's like, "You look so stupid right now." Pointing at your hand.
I'm practicing a speech, okay? Just leave me alone.
You don't need to lie to me. I know what's happening.
It's true, you do. Okay. So I will message to Zilner. So do we think we want to keep going into this tonight, or try again another night?
So he'll whisper, say, "Well, I can't. They're locked, and I can't unlock."
I can unlock the door, but the question is, do we keep doing it now, or do we try again another night?
I assume that this would have been how many minutes are you saying has passed?
I'm gonna
Dan?
say 20 minutes.
So
Because
I'll say
I was going to say the other idea is that while you're like this, you just hang out around the cultists and hear if they're talking about things that we want to know about. Kind of listen in on the conversation.
yeah. So I'll say why don't we try that, because I don't think we're going to be able to get into any of these crates tonight. No, I certainly can't. So where are the cultists? I guess.
Where was Doug and all the other cultists were drinking like over here, right?
Yeah.
We'll say by now they've gone back upstairs and they're sitting at the tables and they're having a couple drinks and they're just chit chatting.
So then they say, why don't you take me upstairs, because it'll be faster for me to hitch a ride, but I'll walk over to there.
Sounds good. So I'll walk upstairs and then stroll over to. Is this guy serving drinks or food or whatever?
Right. Before we do that, I'm gonna check with Silva. and with Thurok to see if they're okay with the roleplay going on, or if they want to try and do stuff too.
Yeah,
Uh,
nah. All I was thinking was there a blacksmith on this caravan or something like that?
Sure, we'll say there
No, it
was
wouldn't
a metal worker. Why not?
probably won't work. But I was thinking about trying to get a proper championship belt for the Fighting Animal League, or the fighting. Still workshopping on it.
All right. So we're gonna say that there is a. I haven't gotten to use any of my NPC names in a long time. I have a big list in front of me. So we're gonna say that in your caravan there is a dwarf named Tankard Oakenham. Nice.
Okay.
And you have known to see him break out a small forge and anvil on your travels and straighten out pins and stuff like that.
All right. So I'll go up and to ask him. It's like, hey, did you like the show?
Yes, that is one of the best shows I've seen in a while. No, sorry, I can't do
Okay.
that.
Stephen Hawking. um, awesome. Yeah. Well, we were talking about it, and we need a trophy. We need something to give to the champion, so that there's a bit more at stake, a bit tangible. So I was thinking like a big championship belt. Would that be possible? And then you can wear it around camp to like brag to everyone.
Oh, so I really like that idea. So you think we're going to be doing this more on the road, or just when we get to inns, or?
I'm thinking all the time. That's what I'm loving it. And if the crowd keeps loving it, we'll keep doing it.
Yeah, I totally agree. Morale's been kind of down. We've been on the road for like 5-6 weeks now. Yeah, I some entertainment in the evenings, it would be fantastic. But maybe not for myself. Not so much the betting. I just lost myself 5 gold, and that's like 3 weeks worth of wages. Maybe if we start
It happens.
betting for
In
pittance,
some,
it'll
lose
be
some.
a little better. What are you thinking of making the belt out of? Leather or well, you came to me. Obviously, you're thinking metal, but
Yeah, I was thinking we'll have like a leather so you can actually get it around your waist and strap it up. But like maybe like I'm happy to go all in. I'm happy to drop some coin and get like a big gold buckle saying something. Haven't worked out the name yet, but like in the middle says Animal Champion or Ultimate Fighting Animal Champion. That's way too long. Anyway, just running it by you how much that would cost and if that's possible at all.
uh, your cat buddy won, right? So what about the feral feline award? That sounds kind of cool or something.
It's cool, but if you're not a cat, would it be weird?
Oh, how about just the feral champion then? That's
That's pretty good. I like that. I like
uh,
that a lot. Yeah, we'll do that.
yeah, that sounds pretty sweet. Like I don't I could scrounge something up for tonight, I guess, but if you give me a week and I'll find something pretty cool, I think. I really like that
Oh yeah, no, it
idea.
doesn't have to be right away. It was just putting it out there, seeing how much, see if we can get it down the line, sort of thing.
Yeah, yeah, I don't see why not. Yeah, I'm Tankard Oakenham, by the way. I've seen you in the
Through our boss
caravan.
hand.
Hey, nice to meet you. Daryl Wilson. Yes, the UFC,
That's
the
it.
ultimate feral champion.
There
Very
we
nice,
go.
Kyle.
Yeah.
We've got the
Nice.
name finally.
Oh, maybe
Fantastic. So
maybe
yeah, just
unchained feral.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, I
It'll
think
work.
I think I could scrounge something up in about a week or so.
All right, I look forward to it. And if you want to join, anyone can join in, have a go, get murdered. It's pretty exhilarating.
Oh, a few more drinks and I might just have to take you up on that.
All right, that's all I wanted to do. Thanks.
I gotta write down tankard.
And we got a name. Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's some quick thinking there, Kyle. All right, Silva, your go.
Right? I think Silva's just having fun.
Have you been drinking?
Yep. Letting loose.
Okay. All right, you asked for it. Seeing that you're having a really good time, Thurek is. So the girl that you gave the ring to, she sees that you're in a really good mood, and she's gonna come up, and she's very shy. She's like, excuse me, Silverian.
Yes, yes. What can we do for you? Drink? Here, have a drink.
Oh, you just almost pour it on her. She takes it. Like, oh, that's so kind of you. Oh man, I'm gonna charge you guys so much gold by the end of the night. Maybe like maybe like 105. Silverian, I don't know what happened, but I lost that gift you gave me. I'm so sorry. I feel so bad. I've been trying to muster up the courage to come and tell you for like the last 2 weeks. And I seen that you're kind of drunk and in a really good mood, and I figured this is the time to ask you or tell you. I'm really sorry.
Oh, well. That's a bit unfortunate. He kind of looking around his now where the heck did I leave my bag? Looking for his belongings.
Oh, I would imagine you would have left them in your room.
Oh right. Which one was that?
I don't think it matters.
He just kind of stumbles around to what he thinks is their room.
She's following you, I guess.
And he goes to his belongings and he grabs all the maps that he's been drawing with his cartographer skills and go, here, and until we find it later, just take these.
I so want her to. I rolled a 5 for. Actually, maybe that's even better. So you let her up to your room, and you grab all these maps, and she closes the door behind you. You turn around, and she just kisses you right on the lips.
Hey, got game.
Oh, whoa, okay, all right.
Your feline lips. Say, oh, I'm sorry. Did I read it wrong? I thought you were bringing me to your room.
Oh,
You never said what we were actually doing. She is beet red.
Sorry about that. I think the liquor is getting to me a little bit. No, I was just trying to help you out. Since you lost the ring for maps, I'd just give you my maps. But
Oh my god, I'm so embarrassed. I'm so sorry. You're trying to do. Oh, you were trying to do something nice for me, and I kind of want to do something nice for you.
oh jeez.
This room smells kind of nice. Like It's got some static charge in here.
Oh crap! Did I
It's like
forget?
there's electricity in the air.
It's like, oh crap! Did I forget to put the lid back on the bottle? Completely oblivious to what's actually going on.
All right. So now we'll take a pause so that Kenny can compose himself, and we'll go back to Zilner and Zarmir. Unless you guys want to see how that plays out.
Yeah, that was funny. That was good.
Face hurts from smiling. Okay, so I guess we're up in this room now.
Oh, yes.
I'm just gonna put mine off to the side because I'm not actually there. I'm there, but not there.
Alright, so you guys came out of the storeroom. You came into the the main courtyard, I guess this is supposed to be, and you went upstairs to where the cafeteria / kitchen is. Correct?
Yes. So I think Paul's muted because I can't hear him.
Yes, he is.
Yep. Sorry. Yeah, I was just gonna walk by casually near the cultist ward and then just go over and get something to eat, and then stroll and then just take a seat kind of far away from the cultists.
Okay, so as
Probably
you
over here. If they're over here, you're probably over here.
we'll just say you're on the opposite side of the room from them, close enough to hear, but not close enough to be conspicuous. So, um, as you guys were checking out the other rooms, and the fight was going on, and Silva was dancing, the cultists kind of calmed down Doug a bit, brought him upstairs. They're having a drink. Doug is kind of asking them, "How cool did I look as a bear, though?" So cool, man! Like, you squashed that squirrel. It was awesome. It's like, oh man, it's such a weird feeling having my eyes gouged out. I don't think I'll ever be able to. I don't know if I'll be able to sleep tonight. Kenny, what's that for?
I just was curious.
In the bedroom. Anyway, jeez, this is a good session, guys. Absolutely zero progress, but super fun. I guess a little bit of progress.
We're trying.
Cultists that are like huddled around, not talking about the fight, but might be talking about something else a little bit quieter.
Yeah, I want to be far enough away that they don't think I could hear them, so they can talk freely. But I don't want to abandon Zilner completely.
Okay, so Zarmir, give me a give me a I guess a stealth check, and then Zilner, give me a perception check.
Oh, I rolled a 3.
You rolled a 3. You have plus 10.
Yeah.
Question.
God damn.
Has it been an hour since
Expertise.
Zellner cast his Pass Without a Trace? Because it would still technically be going. So it'd be a 23.
I'm gonna say no, because he kind of asked me where they were before they went upstairs, and it had only been about 20 minutes. So I'm gonna say it's only been about a half hour.
Yeah, so that'd be a 23.
Yeah, so it's about a half hour.
That'd be 23.
Did you pass without a trace on both of you, or just
It's
yourself?
an area effect around Zellner, so if they're close to each other.
Yes, but he also said that he went into the room by himself and cast. But anyway, that's not important. So you kind of, you're not really being stealthy, but just nobody notices you when you come upstairs and sit down, or none of the cultists notice you. I rolled a 4 for them for their perception. Zilner, you don't really hear anything in particular, just kind of, oh, I hope this trip ends soon. Like, man, I just kind of want to go home.
Still over, like I'm still over with Zarm. So like I want to know, is there a table of the cultists that look like they're talking about something that's more in depth than just like their night and their travel. Like
So,
that might be planning something.
well, with your 8 perception, I'm gonna say no. It's mostly just Doug and 2 others. They're they're complimenting Doug on how awesome he looked as a bear.
So how many cultists are there in total?
I'm gonna say there's Doug and 2 others here, and we'll say there's 4, just 1 table over.
So I would like to go. I'm gonna go away from Zarmir and kind of go under this table, and I'll roll another perception, see if I can hear anything that's more planned, like I guess.
I just rolled to see how many more people are in the room. So there's 14 more scattered across the room. They could be at like the walk-up bar or a couple scattered tables. And you're just weaving in and out between their legs, and you're gonna hide under their table. Is that it?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So so even being closer, mostly all you hear is, oh, excuse me. Oh, what was the name of? So you hear a couple of them are like, "Oh man, I can't wait just to get all the way up to Waterdeep, and we can pass off this shipment to the next people on their way to Naratar, and maybe get a couple decent days of just sitting and getting drunk and not have to worry about getting up at the crack of dawn to hop in her very uncomfortable wagon and just sit all bloody day doing nothing. It's so boring traveling. You need another good raiding party one of these days." What do you do?
I'm gonna scurry back over to where his army is and just kind of like tug on him to signal that I'm back near him. Are you able to cast message? Like, is it a cantrip?
Yeah, it's a cantrip. So if I realize you're there, I can just say, "Yep, what do you got?"
So my response is, they're just talking about delivering a shipment to Waterdeep.
Okay.
That's all they're kind of talking about.
Yeah, we kind of already knew that, unfortunately. All right.
It
Now,
doesn't. I'll just say it doesn't seem like they were talking much about plans right now.
so maybe we try and listen in on somewhere else some other time, maybe.
Thinking, and then I'll just respond with, "I'm thinking so. I don't know if we're gonna get much information here tonight."
Got it. Maybe we'll get a better chance to look at all the other stuff they have somewhere else too. But yeah, try and listen into them another night.
All right. So, I would just I would respond saying, "Let's go to another room so that and just wait till the wild shape ends, so that or another room so that I can, basically so that nobody can see that my transformation is happening."
I'm
Makes
gonna
sense.
say, yeah, I'm gonna say that your wild shape is probably gonna be up in like 5-10 minutes. You were probably sitting under that table for a decent amount of time, waiting for them to say anything useful.
Yeah. So I know. I mean, I would basically climb onto Zarmir because obviously he can move faster and farther than I can.
Okay, I'm gonna do one last thing before. Is it just food up here, or is there like drinks up here too?
Yeah, we'll say there's some drinks up there.
Okay,
Um,
I'll
Baird
just
has been making his rounds and selling drinks and stuff like that.
okay. I'm just gonna buy Doug a drink and say that was a great fight, great entertainment. Thanks for being part of it, and buy him a drink and then leave, just as a
He
get on their good side kind of thing.
like, oh, thanks. I hope we could do it again. Thanks for the drink.
It would seem like a big hit. I think we have more of these in our future.
UFC, UFC.
UFC.
All right, so Doug is very happy that you brought him his drink, and he kind of waves you off. Uh, Kane.
Here, like are these rooms
What?
upstairs?
Yeah, so there are rooms upstairs, and there are also rooms downstairs. They're all generally the same, except for this one and this one.
I'm gonna assume that like Zarmir would have went back downstairs and like maybe into this room or something like this.
Yeah.
And I'm just
Potentially.
I'm
Yeah,
just
I'll go back to the same room that we were in when we changed before. Drop
yeah.
down.
So I'll just be hanging in there. That's probably where I would sleep for the night.
Like I say, is any of the
There,
rooms where
there
I
are
am?
four. What's that?
I say, do any of them walk in the room
Yeah,
where
we
I
got.
am?
I was gonna say we got to cut back to Silva now.
I don't know, Silva. Do you sleep in the same room, or do you get a separate room?
uh, I don't know. I was just drunk. Where did I?
So does the group all want to sleep in one room tonight, or do they want to and interrupt Silva, or do they want to? Does anybody want me and Kenny to have a romantic session together? Please say no. You know what? Screw it. We're gonna say that you were all sleeping in the same room, and you guys walk in on Silva holding all these scrolled up maps, and he still has his lips puckered a little bit, but like the surprise on his face, and what's her face? Esserin is having her face in her hands, and she's beet red, and you guys obviously just walked into something. Go.
Hi guys.
Oh, gonna hands up and then slowly back away. Not say anything.
Quickly grabs the maps. Here's your
And then just
maps.
like gives a thumbs up as I'm leaving the door. Just like you see that, and then I'll leave.
Yeah, I like quickly hand her the maps.
Oh, well, this is kind of lame. Oh,
Yeah.
thanks again, Silvarian.
Yeah.
for the maps, and I hope to see you later. She scurries out of the room.
Like I say, I imagine she was so like shy or whatever that seeing everyone enter the room after that, she probably would have tried to bolt anyway.
Yeah, people get frozen in fear.
Silva, it looks like you forgot to give her one of those maps. I think you need that one over there. I think you need to go give that one to her as well.
Ultimate wingman.
Completely oblivious, goes over to where you are. What map?
No experience.
Anything that looks like a piece of paper at all, pull it out. And just draw something that looks like an island and give it to her. That map.
Oh, I really. Sorry, I'm gonna step on your toes here for a second, Zarmir. I really want to see Zarmir take a piece of paper and draw like a little figure of Silva and have it say "map to my pants" and then draw pants on them.
I love that one. Yes.
Oh, you gotta go like map to my heart. But no, you went with that.
Well, I see that as something Zarmir would do.
I love that. Yes.
I don't know. Question is,
Map to my pants.
the question is how true to my actual character art do I want to go? Is like what pants?
My pants. It's a town to the northeast. She might
He's saying
recognize
it.
the
You need
name.
an accent.
I bet she recognizes the name. It's. I hear it's lovely, and I'm sure she'd want to travel there.
Kind of sweaty and dusty. Jesus
Dusty.
Christ, guys.
Wouldn't the town be to the south?
Bam.
That's right, it's to the south.
Oh, man. This is such a fun group. I really enjoy playing with you guys. Get it out of your system now, because when Will plays with us, we're probably not going to be doing any of this.
Yeah.
You already started it, Dan.
That is very true.
I'm excited for what shenanigans
I'm
you guys
telling you.
pull tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Oh, right, tomorrow we are playing Kenny's, what is it?
Crash
Crash
Panda.
Panda?
Yeah, Crash Pandas. Racing raccoons.
I'll for tomorrow.
Well, I'm going to say that...
progress.
Sorry, what was that, Kyle?
I was to say for just kind of chilling here, I'm going to just say hi to a couple people that are in my real world.
Okay. Well, we only have 15 minutes left, and we've kind of hit a plateau for the night. Do we just want to call it a night and pick it up next week?
Sure.
Yeah, it sounds good to me.
I was gonna ask if you guys had any questions for tomorrow, but we can do that off stream.
We can do that off stream.
All right.
Thanks for that.
Great.
That was so much fun.
Thanks, everybody, for
That's funny.
watching. We'll see you next week. Tune in for whatever the hell this was.
And for any,
Derailed big time.
and for anyone who does
Nailed
watch the videos, stay tuned tomorrow for another wacky adventure of racing raccoons.